Sup, guys. My name is Ryu for the Council Network. Welcome to my Flash Season 2, Episode 11, The Reverse Flash Returns. We're almost midway through the season. Holy crap. It's going quick. Before this gets completely started, careful for spoilers if you have yet to see the episode. If you wish to see the episode and have not, I can link it to you through CW's website where you can watch it for free on their website or Hulu. Either one. Anyway, you should see it first before we go into this. One of the biggest questions going into this episode is how the hell is the Reverse Flash still there when they erased him from the timeline because Eddie Thawne killed himself in Season 1? Well, he was protected by the Speed Force. GG, writers. It was right there in front of us and we didn't even fucking think to go into it. GG, writers. You one-upped us. GG. And the reason I say they one-upped us, because it makes the most logical sense. He was protected by the Speed Force. You know, he's going through the Speed Force. He's learning his powers. And the second that, you know, his, I guess, future self that went to the past died, he's ending up in this timeline where it's the origin of the Reverse Flash. And we get to see how the Reverse Flash came fully to be. You know, he's like, well, I wanted to be you, Barry. You know, he doesn't know that it's Barry yet. He will, but he doesn't know it's Barry yet. I wanted to be like you. I wanted to be everything about you. But it was always my destiny to be the Reverse Flash. And something in his head, I guess, triggers where, you know, it's, oh, timeline screwed up anyway. I don't know what came first, the chicken or the egg, so I'm just going to do it anyway. So, great way to actually keep him in the story, because he is a time anomaly. And that is a good thing, and I'm actually happy they did that, because he's still faster than the Flash by just quite a bit. So I wonder if Zoom is going to catch upon this if he comes back into the timeline during this season, during this, you know, whole part of the season, and Zoom just takes the speed. Would that create another time anomaly, or would Zoom actually know about this and not do it? And there is something big about Zoom, which we're going to go into in a minute. Even though he wasn't even in this episode, there's actually... Okay, this is probably the biggest spoiler of the episode. If you're a comic book fan, if not, I'm going to make it easy for you. Zoom was technically in this episode because in the comics, his street-level identity is Hunter Zolomon. And Hunter Zolomon is a doppelganger of Jay Garrett, which is a what the fuck. Because in all honesty, maybe Jay Garrett's actually Zoom. And that is a big what the hell, you know, that could actually be something... you know, true to form. That actually could be something here that leads into the back half of the season, because remember, we're getting close to that mid-season. You know, we already went to the mid-season finale, but I'm saying the middle of the season. And usually in the middle of the season, you're going to get the core of where you want to take the rest of the season, and that's where we're going to pretty much start seeing it. I think we're not going to know exactly who Zoom is, but we're going to get little hints. Barry and them will know first, and I'm starting to think it's either Jay Garrett or it's his dad on Earth 2. Or his Earth 1 dad. I don't know. I am just really, really kind of, moment at the point right now, because Jay Garrett's like, oh, even though, you know, I'm dying, I could have taken his cells, but it wouldn't work because my cells were mutated. It seems like Jay Garrett may actually be Zoom. It really does, because Hunter Zolomon is Zoom in the comics. And I don't think that's just a, you know, write-off. I think that's something that'll be explained later down the line. It's a giant arc, and I think we're going to get that in the back half of the season. But I don't want to say yes. I don't want to say no just yet. But goddamn, the writers, GG on the Speed Force thing to keep the Reverse Flash alive. That was brilliantly done. And Barry wanted to change the timeline without even realizing he was changing the timeline. But Harrison Wells has to be the center point to actually correct this. You have to send them back home, because if you don't, then the timeline's going to get screwed and Cisco's going to die. And you don't want to lose Cisco. You just don't. He becomes Vibe. You're going to basically erase Vibe from existence. And the whole funny thing is, this is the origin story to the Reverse Flash. This is the first time he sees the Flash in the past. Sorry about that damn cuckoo clock. So as I was trying to say, you know, this is the origin story of the Reverse Flash, and Barry has to deal with it and just go, you know what, his story is connected to mine. It's just destiny. We're stuck this way. That's how it is. And I think it's good character development, because he got over that whole, oh man, I'm never going to be happy. and he did break up with Patty. This was Patty's last episode. I want to say for the season, but I'm not even sure if the actress is coming back. Actor is coming back, but she rides a train to Midway City. She calls Barry. There's a guy here with a gun. You're a cop. You have a gun. Barry didn't pick this up, really, and he goes, obviously in the Flash costume, and he's zooming his face so she can't see him, and she goes, no, it was a false alarm. I just wanted to make sure. And then obviously Barry stops shaking his face, and because he blurring his face, and we get the confirmation that he's doing it to protect her, obviously. But I think a lot of people had problems with that because he's trying to protect her from Zoom. Even if they had a long distance relationship, Zoom would find out. Zoom would, Barry, I know you're Barry Allen, and everyone you care about is going to die, but Barry's okay with everyone else dying except for her. Okay. See, it's like little things like that I get a little more annoyed by than what people typically do. But honestly, I feel like the Hunter Zolomon thing is definitely going to be something big. And, God, this season, it's hard to say where it's going now. Because coming off this episode, they leave multiple pathways to where it could actually go. And I think that's one of the greatest things, honestly. I know they probably have it lined up to a certain place where they're going to take it. But as viewers, it's kind of hard to say where it's exactly going to go. And I think that's brilliant. I honestly think it's brilliant. Also, Iris's mom problem, I guess is the way to phrase that. The pain she felt with her mother got resolved in this episode. Her mother's dying. She doesn't have much time, and we actually see that. And Wally West is still like, fuck this shit. I'm not dealing with this. But Iris had some good character development there, where she's like, you know what? I forgive you. I forgive you for leaving us. Because I know I don't have much time to ever say that to you again. And it was heartbreaking because the way they did it. Even Joe had his moment. Wally does at the end of the episode. We don't fully get to see it. I guess that's, probably just because not enough time in the episode and whatnot. But Wally just goes, I'm going to go see my mom. And I just want to know if you wanted to come, Iris. Which, that's healing both Iris and Wally to build their relationship, to get Joe in, to get Barry in. And we still haven't seen anything with Wally and Barry. And once we do, it's going to be a clusterfuck of just emotions and whatnot. And honestly, I can't wait to see it. Because I want to say that Wally West is going to end up getting captured by Zoom. And then that's going to lead into something with the Speed Force. And that's how he's going to get his powers. I don't know. I think that's one of the brilliant things. It's so unpredictable where they're actually going to take this. Because, let's be honest, when we first started the season, anyone think the Reverse Flash was going to come back? No, we thought he was all dead. Did we think we were going to see Hunter fucking Zolomon? No, but we just did. And yeah, he's not, in the Speed Force yet, but that door is open. That's the whole thing. The door is fucking open. And that's insane. But the one thing I will touch upon again, that I guess it's the argument that Jay is not Zoom, is that he taught Barry how to throw lightning. Zoom obviously wasn't, it's like, hey, what the fuck is this? You know how many times Jay has done this against me? And just, deals with it? I also want to say it's because if you look at the costume, the face doesn't match up with the eyes. I suck it. But it does match up with Barry's dad. So that's kind of it's kind of my thing there, but it could just be, it just could be a false herring. Something along those lines. So, But, glad the Patty storyline's over. I'm not even gonna lie. Completely over now. So that way we can, we're in the middle of the season, we can focus more on it. And, Arrow's airing now, tonight. I'm not sure what time this video is going up. And I'm just uber excited to what Arrow brings with Felicity in the wheelchair and whatnot. Thank God she's not Oracle. So, let's score The Flash. Let's give it... And again, if I missed anything, you guys can mention it in the comments, and we can create a giant discussion about it, because you guys are amazing for getting us 220 subs. So, you have my appreciation. Every week, coming back, you have my appreciation. I'm going to give this episode of Flash a straight up 9.2 out of 10. Mainly because I couldn't even figure out, I was trying to all week, how the Reverse Flash was coming back. I just couldn't. And it was right there in front of us, the Speed Force. Doi, hello. Like, what? How did you not see that? You know, it's kind of one of those moments. You're just like, fucking hell, I suck for not realizing that. So, I'm going to leave it off at that. If you guys enjoyed the episode, make sure to subscribe for more. I'm out for now. I will see you tomorrow for Arrow, and then Friday for the Flash. Legends of Tomorrow. So, I will see you for that. Thank you so much for watching, as always. I'm out for now. Peace.